Welcome back once again. I'm Willem.
I'm Brían.
This is Language Hunting. So this video, we'd like to talk about all the different setups, or some basic setups for solving each of these squares, right? So the real craft of language hunting comes in like, how do I create a situation that can ask and answer this question in a meaningful way? Like, what is this? What do you have? What do I see, right? Whose is that? Who are you? Where am I? Where is my cup? How many cups are there? How much money do you have? Which, when, why, and how, right? So,
And this is our first and second person, right?
yes. So we're still staying in first and second person. And just to give you some really simple setups, we've got a lot of equipment here. We're going to move some of it aside for now. And so we've already been through our what square, right? I believe a couple times, right? Kade Shah.
Is kopane.
On Kopon Isha.
She is kopane shin.
All right. And then Mishatusa, right? So, and then we can do, of course, that was, what is that? But hopefully it's totally obvious what we're saying. So for this square, we could say, whose is that, right? Yeah. We're going to create this situation. It's good to like really push the cups apart, or if you actually drink out of one, it makes it so there's no doubt whose is whose, right? So let's say we've built the exchange in Irish. Whose cup is that? So we go ane ma hopon esha.
She de kopane.
All right. We can even, since we've done what is that already, sometimes we start piggybacking a negation sort of writer. You'll notice we do like to make the exchanges just a little more rounded out and a little more, sometimes it just doesn't feel like you got into the meat yet. So I'll go, ane de hopon isha.
Nihe mo kopane shin.
Right? So now we got a negation. Feels good. Ni he de hopon esha, she mo hopon esha. Okay. All right. So then next we're like, okay, where? Okay. So then I can, oftentimes I'll put it like way out in the middle of the table. Ka will mo hopon. You look around, you can do some pantomime. Ka will mo hopon.
Ta de kopan mawd.
Right? A will mo hopon an mawd?
Ta de kopan mawd.
Oh, an shen.
An shin.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we've got a where's my cup exchange all worked out. So let's see here. Next square. How many cups are there? So let's. So we'll do how many cups are on the table, and then the answer's obvious. Keved kupon ata an mawd.
Ta tri kopan mawd.
A will tri kupon an mawd.
Ta tri kopan am.
There we go. All right. So we're buzzing along. Now we get to which. Now, the problem with this is all the cups are the same. We've been amazing game leaders and created immaculate setups, but now there's no difference. And which is all about which is full, which is empty, which is white, which is black, which is large, which is small, right? So that's easy enough. We can just fill one up. So I fill one of these. And we got ourselves a game. Cain Kupon Ata Lawn.
Tá an cup an seo lán.
Céin cupán atá fálamh.
Tá an cup an sin fálamh.
There we go. Right? That's a great game. And we could make it even more wacky if we need more language to go in.
It also gives you good ideas about how to rebuild or give another exchange for these questions as well. Because now that we've got
Yeah.
a full cup and an empty cup, we could ask, well, who has the full cup? Who has the empty cup?
Yeah.
How many full cups are there?
Right? You're getting more and more language
Where's
to chew on.
the full cup?
And these squares, these first four squares are like the easy. I mean, they're kind of like setting up simple, straightforward, obvious situations. These last three squares, right?
Get a little bit more abstract.
When, why, and how. Yeah. Like they can be tough.
But you want to keep them as simple as possible without any huge bites of Irish. We want to keep the bites small. So what do you think for when?
So let's, like, if we built an exchange that was like, when do you drink tea? We're introducing two concepts: drink, which we haven't brought up before,
Nope.
and like probably a time of day. I drink morning or afternoon or evening kind of thing.
Yep.
That's not too bad, especially if we like somehow, can we set it up by introducing drink?
Yeah, we could. Or instead of maybe introducing a new verb like drink, we could come back if we had in our rounds here used have.
Yeah,
When do you have tea?
there we go.
So instead of having to introduce both a new verb and time periods like in the morning or in the evening, we can just introduce the time periods in the morning, in the evening.
Yeah, so we could have back here at what? We could have gone cá de tá agat.
Agad. Oh yeah, tá cupán te agam.
Tá cupán te
Yeah.
agats.
And then we could have put here, Kate ige will on cupán lán. Who has the cupán lán? On cupán lán agam. And then work our way back to when do you have it? So chahan a will cupán te agat. When do you have the tea?
Tá cupán.
Well, that's confusing actually because we can't use the verb ta. We have to use the verb being. The habitual. So that makes it a little tricky. See, these are the tricks when you're trying to create a simple game. Sometimes there are some unavoidable complexities. So you have to choose kind of the lesser of the evils, really. What's going to make the most sense and what's the most obvious. So maybe drinking is the most obvious. So
Like,
maybe we do introduce.
Olin mé te ermagin.
Ermagin.
Ermagin. Yeah, right.
Ermagin.
So the sun rises, the sun sets. So Olin mé te ermagin, right?
Kahana all into te.
Olin mé te ermagin.
On all into te ermagin.
All.
Olin.
Olin mé te ermagin.
Oh, go bra.
Right? So that conversation is a classic language hunting conversation. How do we get here smoothly and seamlessly? Now we know we need to introduce ol much earlier. You know,
Especially if we're gonna hit that in a game. Now we don't have to go all the way around the board. There are no rules that say we have to, right? We could stop here and go back and build complexity.
Sure.
We could go all the way here or here and come back and introduce new ideas like verbs and stuff.
Yeah, you can get off the merry-go-round at any time and start over and build. What you're just doing is you're flexing your muscles on creating language hunters, right? You're creating situations. And then this next square, why do you drink tea?
Céim fá.
Yeah.
Céim fá.
Okay. So I drink tea because I like it. Well, is a classic exchange, right?
Yeah. Óla mé te mar Es malum te.
Okay. Yeah, so Cain fa, why, for whatever language you're hunting. And then, and that makes sense now. The setup for that isn't going to change a lot, honestly, from when, right?
Right.
We've still just got these cups in front of us. Then the conversation's starting to get a little more abstract.
Yeah.
But he just took a drink of tea, so it's still grounded in reality, right? I mean, it's funny.
I need more tea,
These are like props, right?
But we're using them.
But you can't help it. This is why it's the craft of language hunting. So much depends on real props.
I'm reading our props.
And then how a classic one. This is what the sugar is for, or shukra, right?
Yeah.
So how do you like your tea? I like it with sugar.
Yeah.
Plug that into Google Translate, run it by, or hunt it out of a fluent speaker, and then we've got the exchange.
Yeah, or even if we introduced why do you like tea? You know, why do you drink tea? I like tea. Well, how do you like tea? That's an easier movement from how do you, or why. Oh, I drink tea because I like tea. Then to why, how do you like your tea? How do you like your tea? And while that might not produce the most accurate response, especially when we're talking about liking tea or how do you take your tea, you know, a lot of cultures have different ways of saying it. It at least builds on the same framework as the previous question. So we're not introducing too much at one given time. So konus amalet te. How do you like your tea?
Es malum te la shukra.
La shukra. Oh, okay. Sweet.
No,
Put some shukra in there.
We'll need
You need some tea
we'll
first.
need some-
Well, es malum te la banya. Ach, níl banya.
Niling banya. So that's a breezy overview through the entire lap of the board and the different setups and challenges of each square that you can run into. Nothing that we said was like the one way to solve that square. There's an infinite number of ways to make this language bubble up in real obvious ways that matter to us as human beings, right? So
we've even talked about just taking the cards and working through one space through first, second, third person, singular and plural, just to build one's ability within that particular skill set within one particular
yeah.
you know,
That's
or
an
as
awesome
quick as
idea.
possible, no yes or no, just a simple exchange.
Perfect. All right. Well, so good hunting. This has been Willem and Brían.
Slán.